Hello folks and welcome to yet another Diary of a Silver Leaguer. There wasn't one for yesterday because I spent most of that time being drunk and playing 2v2 with a friend, but that still totally counts because I streamed it, But anyways, today we have a Protoss versus Terran, me of course being the blue Protoss, we have the red Terran down here. I do win this one. All my losses today were pretty boring, so didn't feel like streaming those. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this one started. So, my split here isn't bad. It's not a great split either. Blah, blah, blah. So, recently I've been trying a lot to do macro play, 3-gating, expanding, moving on from there. So, yeah, I am casting another win, but my wins are really very similar to losses. So, because they both feature terrible, terrible play. So, I feel like you guys are getting the most bang for your buck. Right there, that gateway went up about 5 seconds late. Again, did the math there. That's not bad, especially because the last game everything was so completely late. And the nice thing about going for the 3-gate now is that like I don't have to wait for like the pylon, or like I usually play it more defensively. And if I want to like go scout around pressure, I don't necessarily like, build a proxy pylon. I probably should anyways, but it's not something I feature right now. Let's see. So, scouting probe, nothing at all interesting going on in here. So there's that. My cybernetic score goes up really fast after, like, when it's able to. I mean, like, it's about, like, I think, like, 10 seconds late, which is better than it has been. But, still not great. All told, I'm pretty sure I could have done, like, the, I do a much better job of chrono boosting. But I could have probably gotten the gateways up, like, maybe 15, maybe 20 seconds faster. Here's a good long stretch of me not chrono boosting, but there it goes again. 2 gates up. I could have expanded much earlier. I got up to like 500 minerals before I saw it. So there goes that. Let's see what else. I do a pretty good job of probing up in this game until maybe about like 8 minutes or so. So that's something else I'm improving on. So here comes my little push out. If I got enough dudes, you know, just roll out, make sure he's not expanding. You know, if he is, deny that. Just kind of like loiter around here, keep tabs on him. Second assimilator, that's done. This is almost done. I think there's a fight. Here comes the probe, building a proxy pylon. So there's a fight. I lose. So it's like really weird, but I feel like I was much better at force fielding when I started this game, and now like I forget to use them all the time. I don't do a great job. This is something else I need to work on. Let's go back here a little bit. Let's see, how far back do I need to go? Oh, we need to go back forever. 7:30. So this is when my other Nexus is done, and I am distracted by this fight. But, as we can see here, blah, blah, blah. That's when the probes go. That's almost... That's 40 seconds of time I lost mining there. And I could have been rocking out on... let's see. Proxy pylon there. So, in a few minutes here, you'll see me do something pretty boneheaded, I suppose. So, he comes up to this lane to kill it. And so, when I see this proxy pylon die... I should definitely move my dudes out. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. So here he comes, and he's going to crush it. He's not going to kill it yet. And so blah blah blah. And so here's another silly thing. So I try to keep my guys out here. Like, this is like good positioning for this. And then I move them slowly and ever so slowly south slightly, which is completely out of position. And like right there. Like where they were was perfect, and they would have defended it. And another thing, I have no sight of this guy right now. My robo facility is over here. It was done. Let's see. What do my notes say? Oh, no. My robo was built at 9:38, and now here comes my first observer at 11:19. So that's not good. I could have had 2 observers going. I don't even know when the robotics bay went down, to be honest. But as you can see, I just have enough, so I was probably waiting for gas, if I remember correctly. But yeah, now the observer finally goes up. I scout the base because like I'm pretty suspicious as to what he's doing because I haven't seen like a huge army yet. So like I'm kind of like, is he going for banshees? Is he going for tanks? Like Thors? Like what are we dealing with here? So that's my primary concern. But if I was smart, I probably would have been like, hey, he came through this way before. Maybe I should like check it. But that is clearly not on the agenda. So when he comes back through, I don't even check for the expansion with the observer, which is pathetic. So here my dudes are. Here's where we left off. Look at my Nexus, and he stims and he destroys my Nexus, which is a super bummer. Somewhat mitigated by the fact that I have a shit ton of cash right now. So the Nexus goes right back down. I put in somewhere around this time, I put in dose more gateways. La la la. Anytime. Oh, I supply block myself some. Oh, here's a fun part. Let me go back a little bit. So I spot this. And my initial instinct is to shoot the shit out of it, and he instantly cancels it, which I probably would have sent my dudes out, like try and stall, and then maybe I could like lift off the command center and save it because it costs a lot of money and takes forever to build. But he has other ideas. So now I'm very proud of myself here, in spite of all my other flaws this game, because like 2 or 3 days ago, like probably, I would not have known what to do here. I would have cried a little bit. I would have been like, I hate turtles, and I would have crapped myself basically in fear. But I knew what to do. The answer is Colossus, which I can't train because I'm supply blocked. So that's a total bummer. And that's definitely the takeaway from this game so far is, one, build shit better. Like that's kind of like, I guess, a continuation of the theme from the last time. But building shit better is important. Like I need to build things earlier, and when they're done, like not letting my Robo base sit for 40 seconds unused, or let my Nexus, the first one, not this is New Hatopia, of course, this one being Hatopia, New Hatopia the second, which is ridiculous. But anyways, I need to move pylons over, or I'm sorry, probes over faster. So I can do that. And then, all of that is worthless, though, if I don't build pylons. So when I do remember to build shit, I can actually build it. And part of my problem is I don't like get acclimated properly to the increase of resources from having a second base. Like, and like build more probes, obviously, like that. It's like a, it ramps up. And so like, I fall behind. I'm like, okay, I'll build 2 more gateways. But like, 2 bases can easily support like what? Probably like 6, 7 gateways and like maybe like 2 robo or something like that. Like it's a ridiculous amount. So like I don't ramp up accordingly as I keep building more probes to support these bases. So let's go ahead and keep going. So yay, it's training. La la la. I should be chrono boosting the shit out of it because I have so much Nexus. Well, no, I guess I don't because I did lose the 1, but still, could be faster. So that's done. Here, I guess we can rewind it a bit because like there's me being slightly intelligent here, which is a rarity, so I definitely need to highlight it. Okay, so here we come, blah blah blah. Using the observer to scout and shoot things, and then I trap dudes with force fields, free kills. And then like maybe I supply block. Like he's terrible. I feel really bad because. He's look at this food count. That's not a champion. That's not. Nope. I mean, I get supply blocked, but at least I have way more dudes. So I guess like whatever makes me feel better. And so I just use a Colossus because Colossuses are dumb and I didn't set myself to busy. So let me casting right now. Maybe after. Maybe after. So, yeah, so this is what I learned, and how to not crap myself is because, okay, just fucking chill out, and build some Colossuses, keep him in his base. I should have built more observers, and a second, like, as you can see, I am so rich right now. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. When that second base came back online, I got used to the economy again of one single base. So especially when I'm fighting, I am like, just completely forgetting about this. But it's worse because, especially than the first time I built New Hatopia, because I have ever so many drones. Like when I first expanded, I had like each base was like maybe like half saturated, like maybe a little bit more. But now they're full on saturated. So I just whoosh minerals, and like this is not great. It's like 4 gateways. Come on, like, that's awful. So lesson to all of you: build things, and then you can build more things. It's like the circle of life for a base. And so he kills like all my dudes, but then I got 2 Colossuses, and he has nothing. And I'm like, la la la, and I'm like, oh hey, instead of killing that building, I should probably go kill his workers. And I retreat from the 2 Marauders because hey, they're armored, and it doesn't say so, but I'm like 9,000% certain that so is the Colossus. And actually, so are these dudes. Not a great lesson in how to fight Marauders, but a great lesson in how to beat an opponent who's already beaten when you have 2,000 minerals. To be fair, the only thing I could really make is like a bajillion zealots because I only have 500 gas. But he comes out, have fun, zap, 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 zap. He's done. His drones aren't even mining at the end, which boggles me because like I didn't know you mined really well when they were around the minerals, but I really shouldn't talk trash because I'm terrible. So that was a quick replay. All my replays were pretty boring today, unfortunately. So let's just go over the things we learned today. Number 1 on the lesson plan, make sure you build enough shit to make more units so you can win the game eventually against an opponent who theoretically would have more than like 60 supply at like 15 minutes into the game. Lesson number 2, scouting is an all-game thing. It's entirely... Sure, I expect him to expand to his natural, but there's nothing to say he couldn't expand here or here. And so what I need to do is like get an observer and just have him patrol the map, or get like a probe and just go next, or I'm sorry, pylon, pylon, pylon. Like just build it everywhere. Keep an eye on it. Because like these places are literally completely unexplored, granted by either player, but still, if he would have built on the gold base here, I never would have known. And that's like something I should check for. Other takeaway. I feel like there's another one that I definitely had, but I can't. Build pylons. Simple thing. Just do it. When your opponent weakens your nexus to like 1/5 of its health, they'll probably be back, and you should put your units in front of the nexus to slow them down as much as humanly possible. Also, question: does Guardian Shield, you know, the little force field that's made by the sentries that reduces range damage, would that work for my nexus? It wouldn't have saved it, but like, could I have reduced 2 damage off every hit? Actually, maybe it says so on the tooltip. Let's learn together. Okay, it says units, so I'm gonna say no, probably not. Tech better. I built a forge. I upgraded 1 thing, and I am super cash rich. I mean, I guess that's basically it for the. I mean, it's just like very basic macro things that I will get used to, except for the incredible blunder of not scouting and not putting my dudes right in this region. But I mean, it's just macro things, and it's practice, and like I'm still kind of learning the timing of when I can build more stuff for out of my 3 gate, and you know, when I can, you know, because it's a gradual ramp up, so like it's something you got to keep your eyes on the entire time. So that's gonna do it for this cast. I hope it's not too painful, and maybe my next games will involve me just losing in some spectacular fashion, and I'll be completely confused, or it'll at least be entertaining, and you guys will be like, okay, this is exactly what Hat did wrong. But until that time, may it never come, because I win every game. But until that time, you guys have a super great time of day that you're watching this, because it's not live, so you could watch it anytime. So I don't know, but have a good whenever that is. Peace.